This is Boricua Earth Guy. Welcome to Nephilim Wars. My name is Omar. And this is the battle for the souls, guys. How y'all doing? I'm out here with my, with my son doing smoking a cigar and just chilling. I was using my telescope. I mean, not telescope, but yeah, like a high power binoculars that I have. High power binoculars. And I look at the plane, plane watching. And yeah, I like to, I like photography or things like that, right? Yeah, like looking at the skies, right? That's why I have the. You see, I have my airbrush. It's a lot of like space. It's a lot of space and cosmos and things of that sort, right? I like it. Yeah, I like the my home. I guess it's my home where I gotta go. Where I'm really from. Where I'm really from. In the out there. And I go back home to Jesus to heaven, right? So that's how I felt through my life, you know. Mm. Like I'm not. I don't belong. You know, the syndrome of not belonging, the not not feeling, yeah, welcome by family, by friends, by love, people you love, your wives, even your wives or your husbands. That reality that hits in everybody's life, right? And my hair's looking kind of crazy. I gotta get some gel, but I washed it. I had a I had a ponytail and I let it loose. I let it loose, yeah, because I don't want it to get because it was a little damp. So yeah, I need some gel. Feeling crazy. Yeah, guys, but yeah, wanting to go home, wanting to go home, man. It's crazy, man. I don't know how I got to this. I don't know how I got to this point, but yeah, Earth doesn't never has fit me. I did was part of all things in this world, of course. But I was always like, yeah, man, in those on the fringe, as you call it, on the edge. I never really belonged. I remember times, man, that uh, I don't know. I'm not gonna. I can't say some of my story, but yeah, like somebody. If you were a group of people and we all had, we was all armed, right? We had weapons. We had gats. It was packing all of us. So, and I was, and they would say, "Oh, you sit in the front," and I was like, "No, no, thank you. I'm not sitting in the front." I remember that was kind of awkward that day. Because I was hanging out with some dude, with a boy of mine, right? You know, like a geoman or whatever. But the people that was with us, I didn't really know them. So, and yeah, man, it's in that environment that you don't really. And I remember because he was out with him, right? So I'm with him because I didn't really want to go out with them. And he's like, and then when we went to a place, we was hanging out, whatever. And then I'll sit in the front, and I remember I was like, no, I ain't sitting in the front, man. You sit, you know, while we debating and sitting in the front, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we all packing, so you know. And I'm telling you, bro. And then, yeah, I ended up sitting in the back anyway. Yeah, man, cause back, yeah. You know what I mean? That sense of, nah, I'm not sitting in the front with all this, because I didn't really know him. So yeah, that's the type of stuff that, even though I wasn't, yeah, man, I was always watching my back, and God gave me the hint or whatever you have, you know. Yeah, that thing that you feel that you're like, nah, I ain't doing that. I ain't going. Many, I mean, like I told you guys sometimes, yeah, okay, I'm gonna turn here. You know, I'm gonna turn here. Like you driving, let's say, let me turn here, and you avoided something. Yeah, but that thing of not belonging to this world, like, and like in high school, being in with the boys or whatever, but then everyone started like making fun of me. You know, like and I was, you know, because sometimes we make fun of him, or, you know, but yeah, it got to a point that I was like, well, hold up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the, yeah, man. Some things like that, you know, that yeah, I know this, you know, you my voice or not, you know, like, and you young, so you don't really know what's going on. So yeah, hanging out with a bunch of people that are making fun of you, you just want to be their friends or something. I mean, not necessarily because I wasn't no punk either, you know, but 'cause I already broke out, you know. I was when I was really naive and stuff. It was like, yeah, well, before my 13 years old, right, 12, you know, 13, 14. I started training and stuff, and I started getting good with my hands. And I'm a lefty too, so yeah, I used to just surprise people and I'm telling you, I got body, but yeah, the thing is that yeah, it was yeah, like I always wanted to belong. I wanted because I felt, and a lot of times I ended up being by myself anyway. Like I will go out with people, but then I'll be like, oh, you know, I find a girl, you know, a nice looking girl or something, and I'm bouncing. Hey, I'm gonna. But it wasn't good to do that. I didn't really do it that much, but I, you know, maybe when I was already older, 18, 19, you know, that I was already thinking about joining the Marines at 19. You know, with the Gulf War was going on. But yeah, that's when the Gulf War was on. You know, happened. But I mean, I wasn't really afraid of that. I was because I want to be a Marine like my dad. But then you know that's when I met. But I had a lot of females, a lot of a lot of friends, you know, female friends, girlfriends, and yeah, it was like a time I was looking for a job. Oh, I started working in hotels. That's what happened. Because I couldn't find a job or something, so I may join the Marines. But then you know the war and stuff, and that's when I met the mother of my daughters. You know. And I had another one. I had two of them. I remember one time, Bianca, man, this black girl, this Puerto Rican black girl. She was, ooh, man, one of the best bodies figures I had, I ever seen. Bianca, yeah, because she was an athlete. Like she ran field, and her body, I mean, her skin was shiny, man. I was in love with that girl. Yeah, and she was like, yeah, pretty, you know, black, really dark too. You know, chocolate girl. Huh. Yeah, boy. And Jennifer was a redhead. It's a redhead. So I had all the you know the contrast, the contrast. Yeah, like a black, you know, really dark one and a really white. You know, she was yeah redhead. She was all she's also. Yeah. She looked like Iris Chacon. I don't know if you guys know who Iris Chacon is. So she used to be like a dancer from TV, like like an artist back in the 70s and 80s. Not quite as, but yeah, like that type. Redhead and yeah. Yeah, man, I had a good taste. I was lucky with the ladies. That's why I was saying one day, like, man, I remember I used to, like, how you call it, yeah, like pick up girls, like in my cars and stuff, and in my motorcycle. It was a movement of people. And I'm telling you, since the pandemic, and it was gradual, like very nice at 9/11, then all this, you know, fake, fake, fake flag, false flags, so you call it. Yeah, and I don't know. The thing is that yeah, the movement of people. Like I remember in New Orleans when I was in the army still. I went to the Mardi Gras. Man, if you're talking about yeah, that was when I partied. It's the world, but yeah, it was fun though. It was fun, and it was all these people. All I remember was driving. I had my truck. I had a lowrider. I remember I had a bar in the back with lights, and I always had a nice car. Yeah, with lights, my bass and all that. A bar in the back, like I open the back, it is light, the bar. With my boy Fantausi, he died, man. God rest in peace, my brother. Yeah, man, army guy. One of my buddies from the army, bro. When I started, yeah, he was. He went to Afghanistan and Iraq. I didn't go to both places. I went only to one area, but I'm not gonna say anywhere. Yeah, because I'll be deflecting stuff because people be like trying to find out, you know. But yeah, but yeah, man, I was part of a lot of stuff. Yeah, helicopters, in the Balkans, and in the desert. I was in the desert. We went to the desert. Yeah, but Mardi Gras. What I was saying is that it was all these people like in the sidewalks sleeping and stuff. Man. I remember that was crazy. That was weird, man. Yeah, it was. New Orleans is a weird. It's a cool town though, and it was nothing bad happened. I mean, it was a few fights and stuff, but everybody. It was in party mode, so nobody was looking for everybody. They let everybody do whatever. I mean, it was we was in. I remember we was in a Denny's, and we we ate and stuff. People were sleeping there in the Denny's, bro. And outside, I mean, it was in their cars because everybody, the Marty, town was full. So yeah, man. But it was like in the sidewalks, people like still drinking, sitting in the sidewalks. And I don't know how. That's how it was. The world was before, 25 years ago, man, 30. And I mean, it's gonna change always. But the movement of people, I don't know what's. Some places are still. I mean, other parts of the world might. But here, at least in the states, this is police state and this stuff, man. I'm not even trying to. Yeah, man. I don't even like to talk about that because it's just who would think that that we will be in this Marianne. Yeah, man, like a dictator, like a fascist groups and stuff. But see, the thing is, when the thing goes down, really go down, they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose. They haven't, they haven't won any wars. All they can do is throw the nuclear bombs and fight people that don't have any guns. Yeah, man. Underarmed people, small countries, stuff. Come on. And even then, the Vietnam kicked their ass, their behinds. The Viet Cong. They had to run out of there. The Koreans, with the Asians, they haven't beat any Asians. Chinese either. They haven't been. I'm telling you, when we, I'm saying they, but we, the military guys, we confront, Asia, we lost. We lost with every one of them. Korea, China, and because in Korea, Chinese came in also, like 2 million or something. Korea, North Korea, and yeah, the Viet Cong, man, the Viet Cong was talking about people with will and resolve. Hmm. Ho Chi Minh, was it Ho Chi Minh? Ho Chi Minh, yeah. Them little guys, bro. They show them crackers who's boss in the battle, in war, in warfare, all kinds of warfare. You name it, they did it. And guerrilla warfare kicked the crackers' ass. Yeah, that's right. But anyway, yeah, because I say that because all this is because of them, Kissinger and all them crackers, the evil, Satanists, seeing the soldiers as a sacrifice, as cannon fodder. He called him that one, Kissinger, one time in the middle of Vietnam happening in 1966 or something. Oh, cannon fodder. These people are demons. They have that skin. The Earl suit is a skin suit. The face off, that that's what I mean. Because sometimes I know a lot of people still, like, man, what is an Earl suit? And it might be the lady, the alien that came and took the skin off the guy and put it on. And the lady was looking at him and he looked all funny. So he was a ghoul. That's a ghoul. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a ghoul. The taking over of a body, and yeah, it's a ghoul. Or a zombie. I have a video on that too. Yeah. Thing is yeah, the movement of people, Mardi Gras and all that, that was the last time, the last decades of fun. And because I'm telling you, like, people are talking about the discos are, they're dying, the clubs and all that. That's what I'm saying. Other countries, it might be, it's bumping in other places, but here's, like, yeah, we're done over here. Almost, we still got some ammo. But yeah, I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit. Yeah, I'm cooking too. I'm gonna eat pasta today. I'm gonna show you. I'll show you. I wanna close. Here we go. Close. I wanna show you that. Right here, pasta, the sauce. I still got, I was washing that. And how you call it? Red meat, I don't know how you call it. Ground meat. Ground meat with the sauce and garlic and vegetable. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit. And yeah, this has been Boricua's Life, and talk to you guys later. I'm gonna. I've been doing prayer and everything in the Sabbath yesterday, praising the Lord always. So yeah, guys, praise the Lord and have a good night. This has been Nephilim Wars and the Battle for Your Souls. Have a good night.